You've been poisoned by your plate, and you didn't even know it. Hey, just a quick fact. Seniors are at a higher risk for food illnesses each year. And surprisingly, some common vegetables can be sources of these issues if not handled properly. In this video from Healthcase, we will show you 4 vegetables to be cautious with and 4 that can actually help you age better. Like, share with someone you care about, and subscribe to Healthcase. Let's dive in. Number 1. Raw sprouts, a breeding ground you can't see. Hello everyone, let's start with something that might surprise you. You see a box of raw sprouts, perhaps alfalfa or mung bean, appearing fresh, light, and neatly packaged. It looks like a clean, healthy choice. But what you do not see is the real danger lurking beneath those tiny green threads. Sprouts grow in warm, moist conditions, precisely the kind of environment where bacteria thrive and multiply. Think of it as an ideal hotel for germs, cozy, damp, and full of nutrients. And if you are over 65, your immune system is not as robust as it once was, making something as seemingly harmless as a handful of raw sprouts a significant threat. Reports from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention have shown how even a small amount of contaminated sprouts can lead to hospitalization or, in more severe cases, septic complications. For seniors living with chronic conditions such as diabetes or kidney issues, the risk is considerably higher. One of the most concerning aspects is that sprouts rarely emit a foul odor even when they are beginning to spoil. This means you might be adding them to your salad completely unaware that they have been sitting in the danger zone of your refrigerator for too long. Therefore, the better approach is to cook your sprouts. Sauté them, steam them, anything to eliminate hidden threats. Or simply avoid them altogether and opt for leafy greens that have been thoroughly washed and cooked. And remember, when it comes to senior health tips, it is not solely about what is considered healthy, it is also about what is safe. If you thought raw sprouts were risky, wait until you hear what might be hiding in those leafy greens you rinse too quickly. Both sound healthy, but both can quietly turn against you. Number 2. Leafy greens. Not so clean after all. Hey, can we discuss something most people overlook in the kitchen? You grab a bundle of spinach or romaine from the store, give it a quick rinse under the tap, and add it directly to your salad. Sounds familiar, right? But here is the issue. Leafy greens can harbor more than just nutrition. Deep within those folds and stems, there is often dirt, insects, or even invisible residue from the field. I am not saying this to alarm you, but consider this. Would you ever rinse your hands without soap and consider them clean? Then why trust a leafy bunch that has been sitting in open bins, handled by numerous people and sprayed with unknown substances? And for seniors, this is a significant concern. A weakened immune system means even a small amount of contamination can cause considerable trouble, such as stomach cramps, diarrhea, or more severe issues. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, leafy greens are a frequent source of foodborne outbreaks, particularly when consumed raw. But here is a better approach. First, soak your greens in clean water. Really soak them, then rinse each leaf individually. Or even better, cook them. A quick sauté with olive oil not only enhances flavor, but also helps eliminate anything that should not be there. That is one of the most practical senior health tips I can offer you. Do not simply trust how clean something appears. Trust the steps you take to ensure its safety. If rinsing your greens quickly is something you've done before, type 2 in the comments so we know we're not alone. Number 3. Unknown street veggies. You don't know what you're bringing home. Hi there, let's discuss something that appears harmless but might not be. You are walking through your local market, and there it is. A table full of cut vegetables packed in clear plastic tubs. It looks fresh, it is inexpensive, and it saves time. But here is what you do not see. Those vegetables were likely chopped hours ago, handled without gloves, using knives that have not been properly cleaned. Most of these stalls do not adhere to temperature regulations. That pre-cut cabbage or sliced bell pepper may have been sitting in a warm, humid container all morning, precisely the kind of environment that allows harmful microorganisms to grow unnoticed. And here is the real risk. For seniors like you, a single serving of contaminated vegetables can quickly lead to days of discomfort, such as stomach upset, fever, or more severe issues. It is not just about what is in the food, it is about where it has been, who handled it, and how long it has been exposed. Instead of purchasing unknown produce from random vendors, buy whole vegetables from reliable places, such as grocery stores that refrigerate their stock and follow proper hygiene practices. Then, wash and prepare them yourself, or ask someone you trust to assist you. One of the most often overlooked senior health tips is this: if you would not trust someone to cook your meals, do not trust them to cut your vegetables either. Now, if buying veggies from unknown vendors makes you uneasy, the next part might hit even closer to home, because sometimes the danger is sitting quietly in your own refrigerator. Number 4. Raw cabbage, danger hiding in your fridge. Now, picture this. It has been a long week, and you are finally preparing something light for dinner. You reach into the refrigerator and pull out a bag of raw cabbage you sliced a few days ago. It is still crisp, cool to the touch, perhaps even a little damp from condensation. There is no odor, no obvious spoilage. So you go ahead and toss it into a salad or coleslaw, as you have done many times before. But here is what most people do not realize. Cabbage, especially when raw and pre-cut, can become risky the longer it sits in the refrigerator. Its tightly layered structure retains moisture, traps small amounts of air, and slows air circulation, creating a concealed area of decay. From the outside, it still appears fresh, but deep inside it might already be starting to deteriorate. For seniors, this is not just a matter of taste, it is a health concern. As your digestive system becomes more sensitive with age, even a small amount of spoiled raw cabbage can cause significant discomfort, gas, cramping, or sudden stomach illness. And here is the tricky part. Raw cabbage does not always emit a strong odor when it begins to go bad. It is subtle and easy to miss, and many seniors store leftover vegetables for far longer than they should, assuming refrigeration keeps everything safe. However, no refrigerator can stop the passage of time, especially not for high-moisture vegetables like cabbage, which start to degrade internally within days, even if they still look acceptable. So here is what you can do. Cut only the amount you need and use it within 2 to 3 days. If it has already been sitting longer than that, cook it. Lightly sautéing or boiling cabbage not only makes it easier to digest, but also eliminates any potential harmful microorganisms that may have started to grow. One of the simplest yet most important senior health tips is this: just because food is cold does not mean it is safe. When in doubt, heat it thoroughly or discard it. If you've ever found a bag of cabbage in the fridge and thought, it still looks fine, go ahead and type 4 below. So after hearing about that cabbage in your refrigerator, you might be thinking, what else have I been eating without even knowing the risks? It often begins subtly. Perhaps it was those raw sprouts you added to your sandwich, never realizing they grew in warm, bacteria-friendly conditions, or the leafy greens you rinsed a bit too quickly. Then there are the pre-cut vegetables from the street market. Convenient, yes, but handled in unknown ways. And now even the cabbage that has been sitting quietly in your refrigerator can become problematic if left too long. This is not about being fearful. It is about staying informed and proactive. A little awareness and a little extra care can ensure your meals remain just as delicious, but significantly safer. And if you found any of these tips helpful, please go ahead and subscribe to Healthcase. We have more calm, clear advice tailored for seniors coming your way every week. Let's continue aging strong together. But it's not all bad news. While some veggies can quietly work against your health, others can do just the opposite: support your bones, boost your digestion, and help you stay active longer. Let's shift gears and talk about the vegetables that actually work for you, especially as you age. Number 5. Cooked kale, a green that gives back. There is something special about foods that do not immediately try to impress you. They do not have strong flavors or trendy names, but over time, they earn your trust. Kale is one of those vegetables. Now, I know raw kale has a certain reputation. It can be tough, fibrous, and even a little bitter, not the easiest to chew, especially if your teeth or digestion are not what they once were. And honestly, many people dismiss it right away. But here is the key: kale does not have to be eaten raw. When you cook it, whether through gentle steaming, simmering in soup, or a quick stir-fry with olive oil, it transforms. That bitterness softens, the texture becomes more tender, and suddenly, it becomes one of the most senior-friendly greens you can include in your diet. Cooked kale is rich in vitamins A and C, which help protect your eyesight and boost immune system strength. However, what truly makes it stand out for older adults is its significant supply of vitamin K, a crucial nutrient that supports bone health and aids in blood regulation. According to the National Institutes of Health, vitamin K plays a major role in reducing the risk of fractures in aging adults. That is a significant benefit when you are trying to maintain your balance and stability. Beyond its vitamin content, kale contains compounds that may help reduce chronic inflammation, something that tends to occur more frequently as we age. Joint stiffness, fatigue, and digestion issues can all be signs that your body is dealing with underlying inflammation. Including kale in your meals a few times a week is one gentle way to counteract this. And it is not just about nutrition. It is also about a sense of reliability. Kale may not be glamorous, but it is dependable. It reminds me of that friend who always checks in, even when no one else does. The one who brings you soup when you are feeling unwell, not for attention, just because they care. Kale is somewhat like that. It simply shows up, quietly doing its job. If you are compiling practical and beneficial senior health tips, add this one to your list. Do not give up on kale, simply cook it. Give it warmth and time, and it will provide you with more benefits than you might expect. If cooked kale is like a quiet friend that steadies you from within, then steamed broccoli is the gentle shield that protects you from the outside in. Together, they build strength in every bite. Number 6. Steamed broccoli, a shield for your aging body. Let's be honest, getting older means your body often needs a little more support than it used to. Your joints might not be as flexible, your digestion might not be as quick, and staying mentally sharp can require more than just adequate sleep. That is where broccoli comes in, not raw, not overcooked, but gently steamed, simple, reliable, and beneficial. Broccoli might appear as just another green vegetable on your plate, but once it is steamed, it transforms into something more. A kind of natural protector that quietly supports your heart, aids your digestion, and helps your body combat inflammation without any difficulty. You see, when you steam broccoli, just enough so that it is tender but not mushy, you make its beneficial compounds more accessible for your body to absorb. These compounds support immune function, help reduce the risk of certain chronic illnesses, and even play a role in maintaining cognitive sharpness. It is like providing your body with plant-based armor. And do not let its mild flavor fool you. That steamed broccoli on your dinner plate is working on your behalf in ways you might not even realize, supporting blood vessels, calming internal stress, and providing your gut with the fiber it needs to stay regular and strong, all while being gentle enough not to upset a sensitive stomach. The best part is its simplicity. A few minutes in a steamer or microwave, a drizzle of olive oil, perhaps a pinch of garlic, and you have a side dish that offers significant health benefits. Of all the senior health tips available, this one is straightforward and effective. Allow broccoli to do its work, but do not serve it raw. Steam it, and let your body absorb all its goodness without any digestive strain. If broccoli is already part of your routine or you're thinking of bringing it back, drop a simple 6 in the comments. Number 7. Carrots. Comfort for your eyes and gut. You have likely known carrots your whole life. From school lunches to family dinners, they have always been a familiar presence, bright, sweet, and reliably beneficial. And the best part is that their comfort and benefits do not diminish with age. In fact, they become even more valuable. When cooked, carrots become soft and gentle, both in their flavor and in how they affect your body. That vibrant orange color comes from beta-carotene, a compound that your body converts into vitamin A, which is crucial for maintaining sharp vision, especially in low light. For many older adults, eyesight is one of the first senses that begins to change. A bowl of cooked carrots will not reverse the aging process, but it can help preserve the vision you have. However, the benefits of carrots do not end there. Their natural fiber, once softened by heat, is easy on the stomach. They help support regular digestion without causing gas or bloating, something not all vegetables can guarantee. Whether you roast them, steam them, or blend them into a soup, they bring warmth, balance, and stability to your meals. There is something reassuring about a vegetable that requires so little effort but provides so much in return. It does not need elaborate seasoning or lengthy preparation, just a little heat and care, and in return, it supports your vision, your gut health, and your overall sense of well-being. So if you are gathering practical senior health tips, here is one that is as gentle as it is effective. Keep carrots as a regular part of your diet, and always cook them until they are soft enough to easily mash with your tongue. That is how you can obtain all their benefits without any digestive strain. Carrots may bring warmth and comfort, but sweet potatoes? They help carry you through the day. If one supports your senses, the other fuels your steps. Don't miss this next one. Number 8. Sweet potatoes, fuel that doesn't crash. There is something all of us notice with age. Our energy levels do not remain consistent as they once did. Perhaps it is after lunch or mid-morning. Your body slows down, your focus diminishes, and you find yourself reaching for a quick pick-me-up. However, that quick fix is often the underlying issue. Too many seniors turn to bread, crackers, or sugary snacks for a boost, only to experience an energy crash an hour later. That is where sweet potatoes quietly excel. They are not extravagant, but they are reliable. Packed with complex carbohydrates and fiber, they provide your body with the kind of slow, sustained energy that keeps you going without the fluctuations in blood sugar. Unlike white rice or pasta, sweet potatoes break down gradually, delivering energy that feels steady and consistent. But their benefits extend beyond energy. They are rich in beta-carotene, the same compound that supports eye health and immune function. And thanks to their natural sweetness, they do not require much seasoning. Just a light roast or steam, perhaps a touch of olive oil, and you have a side dish that works in harmony with your body, not against it. What makes them particularly well-suited for older adults is how gentle they are on digestion. Soft, soothing, and easy to chew, they fit seamlessly into a meal plan that supports both comfort and strength. If you are seeking senior health tips that help you feel balanced, not just full, this is one to remember. Replace the quick-digesting carbohydrates with sweet potatoes and make them a regular part of your meals. Your energy levels will appreciate it. If you're someone who prefers calm, steady energy over quick fixes, type 8 below, we're with you. So after something as comforting and sustaining as sweet potatoes, it is clear that our bodies do not require dramatic changes. They simply need the right kind of support. Sometimes, that support comes in the form of a leafy green that becomes tender when you steam it, like kale. Or perhaps it is broccoli quietly working behind the scenes, strengthening your heart and reducing inflammation. Then there are the simple comforts, cooked carrots that feel familiar and are easy to digest. and sweet potatoes that provide sustained energy throughout the day without causing a slump. None of these foods are extravagant, but they are dependable, and when you are aging well, that is precisely the kind of nourishment your body appreciates most. Let's discuss something that often goes unnoticed: how we store our vegetables. You might assume that simply placing them in the refrigerator is sufficient. They are cold, they appear fine, so they must be safe, right? But here is the reality. Even the best vegetables can become hazardous if they are stored incorrectly. And the most concerning part is that they do not always show visible signs of spoilage. That head of lettuce might still look green, and those leaves might still feel crisp. However, if there is excessive moisture trapped inside the bag, or if they have been stored for too long, deterioration can begin internally. Mold, slime, or an unusual odor might appear later, but by then, you have likely already added them to your meal. So what can you do? Keep it simple. When you arrive home from the store, dry your vegetables as thoroughly as possible. Wrap leafy greens in a paper towel to absorb extra moisture. Use breathable bags or containers instead of sealing everything airtight. And do not wait too long. 3 to 5 days is the safe time frame for most fresh greens. Beyond that, even good vegetables can become risky. One of the most valuable senior health tips is this: do not just purchase the right foods, handle them correctly. A little attention to how you store and inspect your vegetables can significantly contribute to keeping you safe and healthy. So after hearing all these tips, perhaps you are beginning to view your vegetables a little differently. And that is a positive development, because by implementing a few small adjustments, such as cooking the appropriate greens, avoiding risky raw options, or improving how you store your produce, you can protect your digestion, stabilize your energy levels, and feel more confident each time you sit down to eat. That was the central purpose of this video, not just to highlight what to avoid, but to demonstrate how to age well by selecting the foods that genuinely benefit you rather than hinder you. Therefore, be gentle with your body, maintain adequate hydration, schedule regular checkups, and above all, treat your meals as if they are important, because they truly are. And if you found something beneficial today, please share this video with someone you care about. Do not forget to click that subscribe button so you do not miss more senior-friendly advice right here on Healthcase. You deserve to feel your best every single day,